Hello there everybody and welcome to this new tutorial for Cobblemon where we're going to learn about Eevee's 8 Eeveelutions. And we're going to cover how you evolve Eevee into any of those evolutions. So let's get to it. So these are the amazing Eeveelutions that Eevee can turn into. And we're going to start with this side of the pack. So first of all, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, and Glaceon, well they all evolve from evolution stones, as well as one other Pokemon, Leafeon. Now these are pretty much the easiest ones to get, you just have to get your hands on the right stone. Now here are the 5 evolutionary stones needed for Eevees. We've got the Ice Stone, the Fire Stone, the Thunder Stone, the Water Stone, and the Leaf Stone, and you can see the various types of stone and Deep Slate that the ore comes in. I'm not going to cover how you get these stones, but you can find them in the world, and if you want a tutorial on all the Evo stones, just let me know. I can make that happen. So to start off, I'm going to grab each one of these stones. Now to turn Eevee into a Vaporeon, you're going to need the Water Stone. That's what Vaporeon uses. For Jolteon, you need the Thunder Stone. For Flareon, you guessed it, the Fire Stone. For Glaceon, you need the Ice Stone. And let's go ahead and look at Leafeon. It needs the Leaf Stone to evolve. Now I've got a little Eevee friend here, and if we take a look, he can't evolve right now. He's just level 1, but we're going to see if we can get this Eevee every evolution possible. And we're going to start by giving it an Ice Stone. And you just simply take the stone and right-click the Eevee with it. And you can see in the bottom corner there, Eevee seems ready to evolve. Now, if we take a look, it can evolve. And if we click that button, we can see Glaceon. And of course, you click the evolve button to evolve them. But we don't want to do that yet. We want to fill this Eevee up with every possible evolution. So let's go ahead and now give it a Fire Stone and take a look. It can now evolve into Glaceon or Flareon. All right, so let's go ahead and feed this Eevee the rest of the stones. And now you can see we got Glaceon, Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, and Leafeon. So this Eevee can now easily transform into any of those 5, but remember, once you evolve it, you can't evolve it back. So that covers the basics on how to get the easier of the Eeveelutions, but we've got these 3 over here that are a little tougher to get. We've got Espeon, Umbreon, and Sylveon. Now all 3 of these Pokemon require a high friendship to evolve. In fact, their friendship needs to be 160. And if we take a look at my Eevee's friendship under stats and other, we can see my friendship is only at 52. So I got to do things like keeping it alive, healing it, keeping it happy, keeping it out of the ball, and all that to raise the friendship. But there is one really easy way to get your friendship up to 160 with little trouble. And that's by using any of these 6 berries on the Eevee. These are the berries that are used to increase Eevees. Not Eevee, but effort value Eevees, and that's a stat similar to your IVs. So be on the lookout for these plants, and once you have the berry, you can use it to grow your own. And if you need some extra berries, a good way to get it is bone meal. All you got to do is right-click the plant with the bone meal, and you'll get a bunch of extra berries. Now that I've got some berries, I'm going to feed him to my Eevee, which will increase his friendship by 10 points every berry. That's really good. And as we can see, once it gets up to 160, Eevee seems ready to evolve. So let's take a look. We can see Espeon's been added to the list. Now there's 2 requirements to get Espeon and Umbreon on the list. The first one is having a friendship of at least 160, but also it needs to be daytime. So if I were to make it nighttime, let's say, our Eevee down here can no longer turn into an Espeon, but now Umbreon's on the list because it needs a minimum of 160 friendship as well as being nighttime. So now our little Eevee is able to turn into any of these Eeveelutions except Sylveon. And to get Sylveon, it's pretty easy. First of all, just like Umbreon and Espeon, it needs a minimum of 160 friendship, but it also needs to have learned a fairy type move, which is not that much of a problem because Eevee naturally learns 2 fairy moves. Eevee learns Baby Doll Eyes at level 15 and Charm at level 45. Now I'm gonna take some rare candies and level my Eevee up to level 15. And there we can see it has just learned Baby Doll Eyes. But if we click Evolve, we look, it's not there yet. What you need to do is go ahead, take your Baby Doll Eyes or whatever fairy move, and put it in your move set, and you can see as soon as I did, Eevee seems ready to evolve. And now if we take a look, There's Sylveon right there. And now we can evolve this Eevee into every Eevee form, but with Espeon and Umbreon, remember only one of them can show up on the list depending on what time of day it is. And there you have it, all of Eevee's Eeveelutions easily Eeveed. Yep, evolving an Eevee couldn't be easier. And if you like Pokemon Challenge style content with Cobblemon, why don't you take a look at my new channel, Rival Maya, where we do nothing but randomized Cobblemon content. So if you're a fan of that stuff, I think you'll really like it. As for now, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you in the next one.